What's going on, my PT peeps? Welcome to the family of my fighters and one eyebrow, also known as PT. Don't know if I'm winking or blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about The Walking Dead. Spoiler warning for the season 10 finale, show, comics, all that stuff. Spoiler warning. Man, I'm excited because I didn't expect to get a trailer for the season 10 finale, but we got one. We're going to break it down a little bit for you. And this is going to be my early review breakdown of the season 10 finale trailer, as well as the clip a little bit. We'll get into that in another video. But if you can, guys, it's very important to help us achieve our goal of 100,000 subscribers, and we need your help to achieve that goal. Hit the join button to become a valued member of our PT channel, Walking Dead family, and ring the bell to be notified when we post videos every day. Well, Father Gabriel is running the show here. He looks out the window and he sees a bunch of walkers. And in the sneak peek, he runs into Diane, and I guess he's handing out sheets or blankets to cover up the windows or something, but it's a panic mode because the walkers and the horde are coming in and around the hospital. And it's interesting because they're at this hospital. It looks to be the same filming location where they filmed the Grady Memorial Hospital. It's not the same hospital in the universe, the same filming location, yes, but Father Gabriel looks out. He looks scared, but they have a plan. I believe they have a plan to get out of the hospital. I'm not sure where they're going to go, but we see the walkers outside, and there's a bunch of them. I'm not sure how many there are, but let's say it's 1,000 walkers. How are they going to get out? The good old meat ponchos. Father Gabriel says the teams break up in their groups. I think it's like groups of 4 or whatever. Some are going to stay back. People are going to try to get away and maybe try to lure the walkers away. I mean, there's so many of them. They're going to get in the hospital most likely. You see Carol sliding a knife or some tools, most likely a knife, inside her sleeve there, and something's up her sleeve. She's keeping something up her sleeve, like a wild card or a trick up her sleeve. Lydia comes in behind her. You can see Carol's a little nervous, like, oh, what is the conversation here? Where's Lydia going to go? Does she stay back, or does she leave with Carol and everybody to leave the hospital? I would assume everybody's got to leave, right? I mean, who's going to stay back at this hospital? It's safe up high, and the hospital's got to be pretty big, but there's a lot of walkers there. You can see Jules and Luke and the others with meat ponchos on. And it's kind of laughable. People are like, do you think Jules is a whisper? No. Obviously, I don't, because she's right there and she's with Luke and our group. But I guess anything could happen, even though I never bought into the Jules whisper theory. And then we see Judith staying back. And you see Daryl and Carol and a couple people on the other side of the door. And it's sad because you'll see in the next photo that Daryl and Judith have a nice moment. They put their hands up to the window. And this shot right here reminds me of the prison with the glass, when the people that were sick are on one side of the glass and the people that weren't sick were on the other. But there you go. They're saying goodbye. So I'm guessing Judith stays at the hospital because it's not safe for her to walk out there with her own little meat poncho, I guess. We'll have to see what happens. Beta, it's interesting here because Beta looks like he's commanding the walkers. And the way they shoot it, you see Beta, and then you see the walkers, and then they just turn and go in one way. They're like looking at him, and then he's like, "Urgh," and they turn and they go. You know, I'm not sure he is commanding them, but it's like pretty far-fetched to think that Beta's hearing voices. He's doing all these things. He needed to go to the hospital. He's kind of controlling these walkers as much as he does. I mean, I could see they would follow him, but either way, Beta probably sees somebody leaving. You see a bunch of walkers, and I would assume our group walks right through the walkers with their meat ponchos, kind of like how they did it in season 6 inside Alexandria. But again, there's a lot of walkers, and how do these walkers have such good teeth? I mean, they have better teeth than human beings in the world today. It's kind of laughable. But you see Beta in the midst of all these walkers, and are they going after somebody? Does Beta find our group going through the walkers? And will we get a big fight scene with Beta and Negan, or Beta and Daryl, or somebody, right? Because I really hope so. I really hope we get to see another fight scene with Beta. And then we see our bike gang. And these look to be some pretty nice bikes. You see Yumiko, Princess, Ezekiel, Eugene pedaling away. And they're moving pretty good. And they look to be in a back road, side street kind of thing. And they're moving and they're moving and they're moving. But if you look at Princess, she has a book bag. She didn't have that before. And she has a spear. So they probably went back to her spot because she asked for it last episode. Can we go back? Can we get my bag? Can we get my spear? I have a badass spear. Can we do this? Can we do that? She gets her spear. Pretty cool. If you know the comics, you know that she uses a spear and it's pretty cool. It looks a lot like the comic look of Princess, and they're doing a great job with the character. Eugene looks worried because I'm sure he's worried about making the meeting with Stephanie. They're supposed to go to a railway in Charleston, West Virginia, and I'm guessing that's where they end up later in the trailer because we see railroad tracks, rail cars, and probably, hopefully, Charleston, West Virginia. So hopefully they make the meeting, and I'm sure they will. But what happened to Eugene? He's got some blood coming down on his forehead. Was he struck by someone? Was it Stephanie? Does he come around and he's like, Stephanie gets scared and hits him? It'd be kind of funny if that happens, but we'll have to see. Then we see the walkers and probably whisperers banging on the door inside the hospital trying to get to our group. We see the blockade right there, blockage, but then you see Father Gabriel, Rachel, and Judith. And Father Gabriel and Rachel are two people on my charter theory. They signed the charter for their communities. And I'm not saying they're going to die, but I think one of them could die in this episode. And then we see Kelly putting on the Whisperer mask. Most likely that Daryl got in the woods from the Whisperer that he shot with the bolt. And is that the person that's walking behind Daryl in the promo photo? You see Daryl in the meat poncho, and then you see someone wearing a Whisperer mask. Is it Kelly? It could be, and it fits. But clearly our group is going out the door. I'm not sure if that's Jerry. It looks like Jerry, but you can see he's probably got a meat poncho on. Going to open the door and walk out, and the walkers are going to come in, and they're going to walk right by him. And you see Jules and Luke are kind of scared because they've never done the meat poncho thing, right? I mean, it's got to be weird to be like, all right, the walkers are coming, and they're walking by, and they're running into me, and all right, let's go, guys. Keep it clean, keep it good, keep it calm. All right, here we go, here we go. And they leave the hospital. This is kind of a Shining type moment, like, here's Beta. Like, you can see the mark in the door is someone hitting it with an axe, and then the hole gets bigger and bigger, like, here's Beta. I just see that happening, right? Is it a Shining moment? They do love to have callbacks to other horror movies and film, but then you see Father Gabriel with his shotgun. He's like, let's do this. He's ready, but he's by himself. There's no one else around. So is it Father Gabriel's last stand? And then we see Aaron taking out a Whisper, and then in another scene, you see Alden. So Aaron and Alden are fighting Whispers. They're running away, and they're getting away to safety. Then we see the railway, the cars, the meeting location that Eugene is supposed to meet Stephanie. So hopefully they meet Stephanie and the Commonwealth, and that's maybe how the episode ends. Season 11, Commonwealth, we'll see where we go. And the Commonwealth is going to be a totally different story arc for the show. The Whisperers were clearly bad, and it's going to have a different feel, most likely with the Commonwealth for season 11. And then you see Ezekiel talking to somebody. It looks like Eugene with the hat, and he's like, come on, man, we gotta go. We gotta move it. We put too much into this. And that's how the trailer ends. Now in the sneak peek clip, opening minutes kind of thing, what it is, we see this person. Who is this? New character? Ninja? Commonwealth? Connie? There's no way to tell, but it looks pretty cool. And we see Maggie read the note, possibly from Carol, but it clearly says, Maggie, you need to come back. Jesus is dead, so is Tara, Enid, something. And you can see that the letter is to Maggie, and then it pans up and you see Maggie. So Maggie is coming back for the season 10 finale, and they show it right away in, I'm guessing it's the opening minutes or sneak peek or something, but it feels like it's the opening minutes. And you also see Virgil. I'll do another opening minutes breakdown for that. But this is the promo photo that we saw a couple weeks ago when they announced that we're going to get the season 10 finale later on this year. They can't say when because we don't know when they're going to finish it. The episode is clearly filmed. We have a trailer, we have opening minutes, we have stuff for it. I hope we get some promo photos and more information. When we get it, we will always share it with you. But you clearly see Daryl with the meat poncho on and somebody behind him with a Whisper skin mask. And this was said in another video from comicbook.com. We were very close to finishing 16, Kang said. We usually deliver the episodes for a big VFX heavy episode about 2 weeks before we air. So we were about a week and a half out at the point which California shut down. So until they get back to work, until people can go back to work in California, go to the studio, go to Warner Brothers, go wherever they put the last final stuff that they got to put into the episode. Music, sound, whatever they got to do. Hopefully it's going to take a week, 2, maybe a month, maybe 2 months, whatever it is. I'll be impatiently waiting. I know I'm going to say because I'm excited for the season 10 finale, and I'm sure you are too. So let me know your thoughts. post your comments below. This is a first review of the trailer and other stuff, but let me know your thoughts. And check out my book series to pass the time until The Walking Dead returns. Fight for Us, available on Amazon, paperback and digital versions. I hope you join the fight and pick up your copy today. And as always, tell them, Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys. Honestly, thank you.